Hey guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Legend of Legaia. We are in the past of Conquerum. The mist has just been released, so now we have to go to the basement and try to stop it. So once again, we're going to get to run up these stairs. You can see our first Seru monster, probably one of the first ones ever created, so that's kind of interesting. And, oh, got a battle. And in case you're wondering, the enemies here in the past are actually exactly the same as the ones in the future. I just encountered Kamaro and Slippery, so there you go. Alright, so let's go to the castle, and you know exactly where we need to go. We need to head downstairs where the king was, where we got the Seru Flame, because that's where the laboratory is. So once again, we're going to have to make this long walk. And it might be a good idea, if you don't want to deal with a ton of battles, to either use an incense or put on the good luck bell. I would, but we're already like more than halfway there, so probably just one more. Yeah, and we'll be good. Alright, so we're actually getting ready to go into a very interesting dungeon here. But first, looks like we got a little scene. What a mess you got me into. There are things that look raw Seru eggs coming out of that hole. Tara, what's going on? Why are raw Seru eggs coming out of the hole? That hole leads to the sealed Rogues Tower on the frontier of the Seru-Kai. Those are alter egos of rogues, rebel raw Seru. They have the same properties as raw Seru eggs. The mist generator here is a primitive one. With our strength, we may stop it temporarily, but unless we cut off the flow of that material, the mist generator can't be shut off completely. In other words, we have to cut it off at the source. We must destroy Rogue's Tower. That will stop that flow and stop the mist. Rogue's Tower? The rogues are evil raw Seru who plotted a rebellion against Teague 1,000 years ago. There's only one thing to do, Vaughn. We must destroy the head rogue in Rogue's Tower. We can't destroy the mist of the future unless we destroy the mist here. You must be careful. We can't return here unless we defeat the rogues. And one more thing. Before you go to Rogue's Tower, make sure you are fully prepared for battle. Yes, Rogue's Tower. Remember, we learned a little bit about Rogue whenever we spoke with Teague at Urumai's, who's kind of the evil raw Seru or Seru or whatever that plotted against Teague's back and gave the mist to the humans. We're actually witnessing all that right now, so that's kind of cool. First, of course, we want to heal everybody up. Like the raw Seru said, make sure you are prepared for battle before you come in. I think we're good, so let's do it. So yes, let's jump into the vortex and go to Rogue's Tower. Oh, look! Vaughn, look at that! It's a piece of a rogue. That's right, it's a rogue fragment. So that has the same power as a raw Seru. I guess I still have a lot to learn about Seru. The Seru-Kai is a world beyond human comprehension. Is Rogue's Tower in the Seru-Kai? What kind of place is it? Rogue's Tower is part of Seru-Kai, but the tower itself is the body of a rogue. The rogues were once raw Seru, and they can hear what we say. That's why we can't say anything more. But don't worry, instead of talking, I'll concentrate on protecting you from Rogue's evil. Alright, let's do it. Here we are at Rogue's Tower. You can tell, yes, this place has its own unique music, a track we have not heard yet, which is very refreshing. A lot of the dungeons we've been going to have just kind of been using the same repeated tracks, and you can also see there that Rogue's Tower actually has a couple unique elements to it, so without any further ado, let's get going. You can see we've got some teleporters around here. Yes, it's a teleporter maze. I know how much we all love those. And the key here is that you cannot use the teleporters while the room is doing this. If you do that, it'll send you back to the start and you have to wait. Now the thing about when it does that, though, is that you can encounter different enemies that way. So, you know, if you really care too much about that kind of thing, you can get into battles while that's going. There's also a Seru that you can pick up that you can only get while the floor is doing that, and that won't be until another floor later, but it is a new one we'll need to get. Alright, so you can see here we've got a few more Seru around. We've got Bara and Spoon. We, of course, have both of these, so we don't really need to worry about absorbing them at all. But just thought I'd let you know kind of what things are here. This would be a good chance to pick up Spoon if for whatever reason you haven't already. So, yeah, you definitely want to do that if you don't have it by this point. Alright, and Gala's actually also getting close to 9 art blocks. Vaughn, of course, we already knew. He now has 9 since he's gained another level, so he can do Vaughn's Craze again, as you can see there. But, crap. There. Took me a little while to get the number right. And there you go. Alright, doesn't look like it was quite enough to take out that Bara, but of course Noah's going to overkill it now with Miracle Arts. Guess I could have done the targeting a little better, but oh well. Alright, and that one is down. Alright, so we can pretty much just auto-attack and finish off this last one, even though I don't think it's taking any damage. We should be alright. That was incredibly weak. Alright, come on, Gala, finish this thing off. Oh, it ran away. Well, there you go, I guess that works. Knew what was good for it. Alright, so Vaughn gained a level there, which is really nice, but yeah, we're not really going to encounter too much new here. I think most, if not all, the enemies should be Seru. I mean, we are in the Seru-Kai, right? That would make the most sense. So, alright, this is actually the first place that we have where we can choose which way we want to go. We actually want to take the left one first, so let's do that. That'll send us down here. We can check a chest at the bottom left, and there's a magic armband inside. I think this probably just gives more max MP. That would be my guess anyway. I'm sure we've probably picked one up before. Increase max MP 25%. Well, there you go. Yeah, still not really good to give to Vaughn at this point. And you don't really have to worry if I don't really know what to call this. Like, what happens whenever it kind of acts up. You don't have to worry about it if it does that after you stepped on the teleporter. Just make sure it's not doing that when you step on, otherwise you'll get sent back. So if you feel like it's about to do that, just wait. Alright, now we should have a choice here as well. We've got one down here and one up here. We actually want to take the upper one, so let's wait till our path is clear and go. And this will lead us to another little room up here. We can fight a battle. Alright, so now we, as I was saying, we need to go down. Oh, the room's over here. There's a chest in here with the Phoenix, so there you go. Alright, so the maze isn't too complicated yet. You know how these teleporter mazes can get. If there's like a whole bunch and one of them sends you to the start, it can be really mean. But the good news is none of them really do that. Like, the wrong teleporters pretty much just send you to a dead end that you can go straight back. So this really actually isn't too bad as the name would sound. Alright, so we've got a couple choices here. Once we get to the next floor, we want to take the upper one, but of course we gotta wait. And there we go. Alright, now we've got another choice here. We need to take the lower left one. And here we gotta take the upper left one inside this room. And this is only one choice. Alright, and here we go. Now, one thing that's kind of bad about this is that, as I mentioned before, random battles do kind of tend to take a while. So it could actually be very easy that you get into a battle and then when you get back out, you have no idea where you're at or which teleporter you were trying to go to. So that can get a little frustrating, but here we actually have quite a lot of choices. There are 3 other teleporters we can take. I'm going to start out with the, actually, yeah, this is the one I wanted. Okay, we can go to the right, there's a chest in here with a guardian chain. Alright, so now we head back, and this time we're going to take the other bottom one. Which will take us to this room up here that has a Fury boost. Alright, now, at this point, there's only one more we can take. Like I said, even though it is a teleporter maze, it's really not so bad. It is actually quite easy to get through, so that's definitely quite a relief. Alright, now here we're going to get to have a little bit of fun. You can see we've got some crystals going around here. We can check this out. And it growl-wow-wows at us. And look what we've got. We've got a boss battle. Now, this guy may look familiar. Berserker level 2. Bet you didn't think we'd be fighting the Berserker again, huh? Alright, now the thing is, though, even though it is the Berserker, and the Berserker was very tough before, this is actually a walk in the park. This is completely a piece of cake. You should have no trouble with this whatsoever. So there's 100 damage, you know, like that's bad. He did block a few, sure, but... Alright, so let's see what kind of damage we can do. And Noah... Wow, she's actually fairly close to not having enough AP. Alright, and Gala can... Oh, he doesn't quite have enough for the 40 and 30. There we go, that'll do it. Yeah, the key here is that Noah absolutely tears it up. You can see it's also already falling down. And after Gala's turn, it's actually already almost gone. So yeah, the Berserker, the first one, was incredibly difficult, arguably one of the hardest bosses in the game. At this point, we could probably just auto-attack and take it out. That's how little of a threat it is. Okay, well, maybe not with that attack, because that kind of sucked, but... Nope, still not. Wow, okay, that has a little more than I thought. It's still no threat to us, though, of course. I mean, 235, come on. There you go, Gala headbutted it to death, that's good. So, like I said, it's absolutely a piece of cake. That's really a joke battle, it is. But the good news is, we are actually going to be fighting multiple mini-bosses as we go throughout this, and each one of them is going to drop a miracle water for you. So you're definitely going to get to increase your stats here. Also, Gala gained a level. Not sure if he's got enough to have 9 art blocks yet, but I guess we can find out. Alright, so Wisdom Water is going to go to Vaughn. I guess that was just kind of, I already got that and forgot to use it. Now again, Miracle Waters, I have no idea. I'll probably just give it to Gala, might as well. Alright, so there you go, that's the Berserker. Now let's use the next one. I want to wait. Just, okay, I could have went, but whatever. Alright, so once we use this teleporter, this one is actually going to send us back close to the start. If we go back down, you can see this is where we actually entered. So we want to just go back onto the same one and kind of continue our way through. So if you remember, we took the upper... actually, I don't know if we're going to take exactly the same path. I don't really remember, but... we're going to take the upper right one this time, and then we're going to take the left one over here. And as you can see, we're going to be taken to yet another mini-boss. So make sure you're healed up. We should be fine. Yeah, it looks like we're good. So, alright, let's get this one going. And this guy may also look familiar. Yes, we're fighting Cariban, level 2. Hey, remember this guy, right? Pretty much the first real boss we faced, so hey, that's kind of cool. Brings back some frightening memories for Vaughn and Noah, I'm sure, but, you know, they're much more powered up now, so I doubt it really bothers them. Yeah, I don't know, that art bar is pretty long, but I'm not sure he's got enough yet. It's pathetic. That flap did 5 and 6. That's so terrible. Alright, let's see here. Pretty much the same thing. I probably could have just left it. And again, Noah just barely has enough. Alright, let's do this. It's getting knocked down already. Look at that. That's insane. Like, I'm not sure if that's because it's actually low on health, or if it just gets knocked down all the time. Well, we'll see once Noah's done. And look at that, it's down. That's such a joke, isn't it? I'm not entirely sure why they even put them in if they're going to be that easy, but oh well. It's kind of cool to see different levels of Berserker and Cariban. Berserker is, of course, one of the more memorable bosses, so it could be they put them in there just kind of to freak you out, you know, but... Alright, so now that we've defeated him, you can see the next floor warp is actually working now. That's pretty much the only reason we've been fighting these guys. So, alright, let's take the upper one, and we should be able to get to the next floor after we go through this next teleporter. And, yep, looks like we made it, so let's go. Oh, okay, yeah, the floor teleporters still work. I guess, yeah, I should have figured that, but... Alright, here we are on the 3rd floor. We can also, we can drink this water over here. It says it's strange blue water. You know, because water isn't... I guess water isn't normally blue. That's just kind of the color we all give it. So yeah, you can drink those and it'll completely refill your HP and MP. Now on this floor, we're probably going to go ahead and put on our ivory books, not magic, because there is another Seru we can pick up. I remember I mentioned it briefly before. We can pick up a new Seru only while the floor is doing that weird, crazy stuff. So we're going to need to put ivory books on people, and it is a familiar Seru that we have seen before. I'll probably try to get into a battle with it real quick just to show you, and then that'll let me get it off screen. So let's get rid of the target chain. For ivory book, where are you? Oh, there it is. Alright, so let's see if I can find a battle with it real quick. Basically, you just want to run around whenever the floor is doing the crazy stuff. So there it goes, run around. And stop. You won't always get into a battle. It's kind of annoying that way. If you don't want to get it at this point, it will show up again later. But, you know, what's the fun in that? You want to get it as soon as possible, right? Alright, come on, there you go. Oh, that sucks. And I love the music here, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that before, but this track is really cool. That part's fun, too. Alright, we gotta get into a battle this time. There it goes. Alright, and here it is. It's the Puera. Remember these guys, right? From the floating castle? Yes, we can actually capture them now. They are, random enemies at this point. And now, of course, here's Death Game again, so in case you wanted to see it. Alright, I guess we could do the recover one, not like it really matters. They're just standing there looking at each other. Come on, hit them! Alright, and I think we also had an Iota in this battle. I didn't really look that closely yet. So these guys are back. Remember, it's been a little while since we fought them. They're not even level 2 or anything. It's exactly the same enemy. Alright. I don't know why I keep bothering to put it in. I'm just doing the same things. Oh, she actually doesn't have enough. Wow, that's kind of weird. Well, let's see. Yeah, that's what I figured. Alright, do that. And... 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, he still only has 8. It still makes that squeaking noise, too. I love the noises those things make. That's why Puera is like one of my favorite Serus. It's just so weird, you know? And nope, didn't get it, but yep, anyway, that's the Seru we wanted to get. I know I'm just pretty much wasting time at this point, but I wanted to at least show you before I just said, well, got it off screen, so... yeah, I'm definitely going to make sure that we do that, and then we can see its magic attack in the next part as well, so it's cool. Alright, so I think this looks like a good place to stop. Like I said, going to be doing a little bit of work off screen, and next time we're going to finish up Rogue's Tower. We're on the 3rd floor, and can't wait to see what's at the end of this, huh? Alright, so until next time, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you then.